renew and restore. This is a 20 minutes yin yoga practice to really restore your energy and to make you walk away feeling renewed. Welcome to the Akasha Yoga Practice. My name is Kirsten and I'll guide you through this 20 minutes yin yoga practice. So this is a practice that is more on the restorative side. For this practice, you might want to work with blocks, especially if you know that you have troublesome knees. You might also want to use a flat pillow or a folded blanket to sit upon to help you sit more comfortable in this practice. Let's get going. To start with, come into a comfortable position, just seated, cross-legged on the floor. You might want to use your prop, your folded blanket or your pillow, and just sit at the edge of it to bring the hips in an upright position. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, close your eyes. We start with an internalization. Firstly, aligning the shoulders just above the hips. You might want to sway your body side to side, back and forth, and just stop where you feel that your shoulders are aligned just above your hips. That means your spine is nice and straight. You can keep your spine nice and straight in an effortless, free, expansive way. Take a deep breath in and reach the crown of your head towards the sky. As you exhale, drop your tailbone towards the earth. Inhale once more and open across your chest and heart. And as you exhale, soften your shoulders down and away from the ears. We'll stay here just for a minute to soften the body, to ease into practice. There's a tremendous restorative practice to tap into this tranquility, quietness, stillness that is present inside. Connecting to that stillness just for a moment by focusing on the breath. After each inhale and after each exhale, allowing the breath to become natural. Inserting short pauses of about a second or a little bit less, just resting the breath for a tiny short moment after inhale and resting the breath for a tiny short moment after exhale. These pauses have a tremendous power to slow down the mind and to actually connect us to stillness. The stillness that is the source of renew, the source of deep restoration. One last breath here. And slowly open your eyes. Let's get into our first shape, butterfly. Butterfly is a shape to ease into practice. Bring the soles of your feet together, allowing the knees to come down to the side. So if you find yourself in this position that the knees are actually not feeling good, they're a little painful, use your blocks and bring your blocks just underneath your knees or underneath your thighs. And from here, we get ready to assume the practice. For that, just first check in about the distance of your heels from your hips. See if it feels better if you pull your heels a little closer in, or if it feels better to actually more diamond shape like push them further away. Once you found your comfortable spot, we are ready to embark and to slowly ease, release into the posture. That means we want to come into a forward fold, but here in Yin Yoga and Restorative Yoga, we don't want to keep the spine straight, but
Allow it to round. Allow it to flex. So the entire spine is flexing, even the neck, allowing the head to hang heavy and loose. Check in with your neck if you feel that's really uncomfortable in your neck. Grab hold of your block and prop your elbows on your block and your chin into your hands. So with that, you avoid any tugging sensation on the neck if it's overwhelming. Other than that, come into your forward fold. See what's possible for you, what's available, what's accessible, what you want to do with your hands. So you want to stop where the body naturally stops. So we stay away from pulling ourselves deeper into the posture. You can connect your hands to your feet, but only if that works without the need and urge that we know from active practices to actually pull yourself deeper. In Yin Yoga, we want to completely relax, and only gravity is deepening the posture. Yin Yoga works through softness. You can turn your palms up towards the sky to avoid this type of grabbing or pulling. Or you can turn them down if that feels more easeful in your shoulders. What's important is that you find a position in which you can really deeply relax. Yin Yoga is speaking to and working with connective tissues, with fascia, and that is a structure that we can only reach when we dive beyond, more deeper than the muscular structure. The muscles need to be for that completely disengaged. So this posture is working on creating space in the back, in the neck, gently in the inner sides of the thighs. And then this way, slowly, slowly opening, deepening, accessing the place within from which restoration is coming. Forward folds do have a tremendous quality, power to slow us down and to connect us with our source energy, restore source energy. They help us to slow down the mental activities and to ground us within. So we'll stay here for 5 more breaths in butterfly as we breathe, drawing the abdomen into the belly. And as we breathe out, relaxing the belly, releasing. The breath is natural, calm, the body completely relaxed. After your 5th breath, whenever that is for you, turn your palms up towards the floor if they're not there yet, and very slowly release the posture. Releasing the posture, meaning to come back to an upright spine, to bring the knees together, to extend the legs, and to rest back onto your hands. Close your eyes just for a moment. On one hand, this rebound, this pauses in between postures are here to integrate the stretch into the tissues, and they are here to lean back into our neutrality and to lean back into a greater seeing and observation of what's present within the body, the energies, the mind, the emotions, without judgment, simply acknowledging what's here. There's a tremendous restorative power in acknowledgement of what's here. We get ready for our second shape.
For our second shape, we'll come lying back onto the floor, and here you will definitely need your folded blanket or a flat pillow to actually stay comfortable in this restorative posture. The restorative posture is a legs up the wall posture, we would call it, or a feet into the sky posture, in which you bring your pillow just underneath the sacrum. The far end of the sacrum is tipped by your pillow a little bit in and up, and that helps you to straighten the legs into the sky without effort. So please come into that posture and find this point where you can keep your legs up without efforting. So the hip flexors should be relaxed, the abdomen should be relaxed, the thighs are relaxed. Without a pillow or a support, it will be very hard to come into this position. So using this support to tip in basically the pelvis, to tuck the pelvis, so to speak. So the bolster or the support is not under the entire hips, but just underneath the far end, the lower end of your sacrum. The knees are a little bent in, that's fantastic and fine. They don't need to be straight. Now decide what you want to do with your arms. Do you want to just have them rest alongside the body? Or does it feel good to have actually one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest? Or does it feel more comfortable, the arms out sideways or overhead? See what really helps you to keep your legs up and to deeply relax. Once you're in your posture, to be able to effortlessly keep the legs up with a little bend. If there's a little tiny sway or shake, that's perfectly fine. What's important is to simply relax the muscular structure. If that's totally not possible, you might want to create a little bit of a higher support that tips the hips in a little bit more. That might be helpful. Or you can take your entire posture against the wall and lean your legs against the wall as you really scoot and tight with your hips towards the wall. Come into a deep relaxation of the body. Closing the eyes, softening the eyelids, allowing the eyelids to be heavy. Softening the forehead, the space between the eyebrows. Ungripping the jaw. Relaxing shoulders, neck, arms, chest. Relaxing the back and the belly. Relaxing the hips and the legs. This posture is one of the most restorative postures there is. For an instant sense of renew and restoration, you can do this posture anytime without the context of yoga practice even. Either like that or up against the wall, and it will immediately recharge your source energy tremendously. Give you a sense of renew, refresh. Staying connected with the breath as you inhale, allowing the belly to expand. As you exhale, allow it to flatten. You stay here for 3 last breaths. After your third breath, if your arms are not alongside the body, draw them down alongside the body. Bend in your knees. Release the weight from your pelvis to remove your support from underneath your hips. And slowly lower one leg at a time. Stretch out both legs. And come into your rebound phase. You might feel now already a sense of refresh, renew in your legs, and lightening up. And at the same time, connecting into a deep sense of calm and stability. Plant your feet and draw your knees into your chest. Both knees are into the chest. Draw your arms out sideways. Place your palms down. Your arms are at shoulder level. And slowly controlled as you exhale, drop your knees down together over towards one side, massaging gently your hips as you lower your knees down. Drop the weight of your legs onto the floor. Relax the hips, relax the spine. Keep the arms out sideways and turn the head away from your knees. We'll find ourselves in a gentle twist. Twist is bringing a lot of the quality of restoration, renew, as we are directly speaking to the nervous system, balancing sympathetic and parasympathetic, coming into space of neutrality, the source of restoration, allowing the whole body to fully relax into that simple twist, easeful twist. See how much you can let go physically into that twist, how much you can relax. Allow yourself to come into space as if you would be about to fall asleep. So soft, so relaxed. You stay here for 3 more breaths. With each exhale, relax deeper, letting go. After your third breath, with an in-breath, pressing into the palms and slowly drawing the knees back into the chest, grounding both hips. Just being here for a moment with the knees into the chest in neutral, bringing the head back to center. Once you're ready, on an out breath, slowly release your legs over to the other side, massaging the second side of the hips, releasing the entire weight of the legs onto the ground. The arms are out sideways, turning the head away from the knees and coming back into this deep sense of letting go, of dropping, of softening. Nothing to do here. Being present in the breath. Allowing the breath to move freely through a totally relaxed body. Letting the spine to unwind. the nervous system to recalibrate, and the whole being to come into a state of deep rest, to renew. You stay here for 3 last breaths, letting go more with each exhalation, dropping, softening, deepening. With your next inhale, push into your palms and slowly bring your knees back into the chest. Drop your feet to the floor, stretch out both of your legs. Center your head and bring the arms down alongside the body. Finding a final moment of deep rest in Shavasana, the final resting pose. Just staying with this echo of softness, relaxation. The entire being deeply restored, reset, renewed. Stay here as long as you like. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope to see you very soon again on the mat. Namaste.